welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. Today I'm going to be doing my birthday book haul. So my birthday was May 24th. It's obviously mid-June right now, but I never filmed a video, and so I'm gonna do it now. But for my birthday, I did buy myself quite a few books, so I just wanted to do a small book haul for you guys. Everyone's like, oh, Sprinta, I love your thumbnails, they look so good. You don't see the struggle I have while trying to take them. So this is gonna be all the books I bought myself for my birthday. I did buy myself some cookbooks, and then I bought myself some novels I've been meaning to purchase. So let's get started. So the first book I bought myself was the Midnight Abduction by Nicole Severn. It says it is a tactical crime division book, but I didn't see any books that were like books 1 and 2, so I just picked this up. It was $4 at Walmart. It's kind of a small book, but I really did want to read it. I really enjoy true crime kind of books, so that's why I purchased this. So this book is about, oh, these books are hurting my thighs. Okay, so this book is about twin girls who are kidnapped, and we are following a few police officers and detectives who are helping to get these girls back, but it brings up a lot of memories of a previous case. I'm really obsessed with true crime. Oxygen Channel is probably on my TV more than anything else, so I'm really excited to read this book and kind of immerse myself in a true crime story. I'm always yawning when I film. The next book I have is The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon by Stephen King. I've been trying to read a little bit more Stephen King. I just bought The Institute by Stephen King not too long ago, and I literally have not read it, and I don't know why, but I have not read it. It's just been eyeballing me from my bookshelf. This book is about a girl who gets lost in the woods, and from what I understand, she starts to kind of put in her headphones to ignore the rest of the world, and there is someone watching her in the forest where she gets lost at. So I haven't read a lot of Stephen King. I don't think I can ever remember reading a Stephen King book or even watching a Stephen King movie, but I really want to start reading him. I heard really good things about him. I work with a lady at work who like is obsessed with him. She said that he has this thing where he has to write like 75 pages a day or something, and that's how he puts out so many books, which I think is amazing. That dedication gets me going. What's going on with his hair? Do you guys see his hair? But yeah, I really want to start reading more Stephen King books. I hear he's such a good author, so yeah, I bought that one. The next one I got was Murder in the Grave by James Patterson. I used to go to high school with a girl who loved James Patterson, but I'd never read a book by him. And also it said it was an ID channel exclusive, which, hello, I'm a fan of the ID channel. So this is a book about a man who kidnapped, buried in a box, and held for ransom, and he only has 48 hours of oxygen left in the box, so the clock is ticking. I'm excited to read this book. I'm trying to get more into thriller, so I'm really hoping this is a good one. So the next book I got is The Tale of Magic by Chris Kohler. Literally might have only bought it because look at how beautiful this is. Do you guys see that? Oh my god, it's absolutely stunning. So the back of this book says, in the distance, perched on the edge of a cliff overlooking the ocean, was a golden castle. The castle had tall pointed towers and hundreds of white windows. The entire structure sparkled in the sunlight. The carriage continued on the path through the property and stopped on the castle's front step. Madame Weatherberry escorted the children outside and gestured excitedly to the castle before them. Welcome to Madame Weatherberry's Academy of Magic, the fairy said. So I think this is going to be such a cute little fairy tale story. I have not read very many fairy tale stories in my life, so I'm really excited to read this. The next book I have is Artemis Fowl by Aaron Colfer. If I said that wrong, please someone correct me in the comments. I seen this book on Thrift Books, and I did not know it was going to be a movie, or it is a movie. It's on Disney Plus or something. My fiance told me when I picked it up. I was like, really? So I'm excited to read this book. I'm all into Disney films. We just watched Onward the other day, and I might have bawled like a baby. I'm not exactly sure what this book is about because the back kind of just tells you why it was made into a movie, which is kind of annoying to me. I know it's a science fiction fantasy book, which I'm all about. It gives me Ready Player One vibes because it was science fiction fantasy as well. The next book I purchased is The One and Only Avadh by Catherine Applegate. I heard this was becoming a movie. I actually seen The One and Only Bob while I was there too, but I decided to pick this up before I got The One and Only Bob because I'm afraid I won't like this, and then I'll be like, what am I supposed to do with Bob? So this book is about a baby gorilla who hangs out in a shopping mall window. He has lived there his entire life, but when he meets a baby elephant who is taken from her family, he knows that something has to change. So I think this is going to be such an adorable little book. It is obviously kind of middle grade, as you can tell by the writing, but I'm so excited. I think this is going to be such a good story, and I know one day I'll probably read it to my children because this just seems like it's going to be such a good story of like staying true to who you are. I'm excited for this one. The next book I got is The Betrothed. Is that how you say that? By Kiera Cass. I actually am reading the selection series, as I mentioned in a previous video, so I am excited to read this book. When I saw it, I know that Haley and Bookland talked a lot about it, so I really wanted to pick it up. Now, I heard a lot of people give mixed reviews on this book, but I'm really hoping I enjoy it, just because I think the cover itself and the book, this gold color, is absolutely beautiful, and I always judge a book by its cover. If the book isn't beautiful, I'm not gonna like it, and I'm really hoping I like this because the book is beautiful. The next book I have is The Devil's Cut by J.R. Ward. I actually have never heard of this book. I kind of just seen it in a $6 bin at Walmart, and I was like, ooh, that kind of looks like it'd be a good book. So in this book, we are following this man who confesses to murder, and we are following his entire family as they try to deal with their lives as he's on trial for murder. So I'm excited to read this book. As I said, I'm trying to get into more thriller books, so I'm like, really hope I don't not like this book, and then I'm gonna get real upset about it. Next book I have is The Revelation of Marina M. by Janet Finch. This book is set in 1960, and we are following this girl who's getting ready to march for women's rights, march for the right to vote. I march for all kinds of women's rights, and I totally understand where she's coming from with letting women do what they want to do regardless of the consequences. So this is something that I'm very excited for. I seen it in the $6 bin. I was like, that is definitely something I want to read because I love historical fiction. I just read The Prisoner of Fog, and I was obsessed with it, so I'm excited for this one as well. So that is all then of the fiction novels that I purchased. Next, I just got a couple of cookbooks because you guys know I love to cook. Cooking is my passion. So first up, I got the Martha Stewart pressure cooker. I've had an Instapot for probably like 7 months now, and I have not used it once, and it's a problem. So I bought this cookbook to hopefully find some recipes that I enjoy. Like, there's some soups and stuff that look delicious. I love soup, especially in the winter time, and there are a lot of vegetables, steam fried vegetables. Like, look at that, that looks delicious. So Martha Stewart is my BFF, so I'm excited for this. So next I have Pretty Fun by Kate Hudson. This is kind of a cookbook and a life book in itself. She talks about holidays, what you should do to celebrate them, the traditions that she had, and then she also gives you a couple recipes to make. I'm excited for this one. I think it's such a unique take on a cookbook, and as Joe says, I have Mrs. Potts cookbook. It's called It's All Easy by Gwen Paltrow. As I said, I love cookbooks, and I just picked this up, and how I buy cookbooks is kind of just flip through it, and if I find a recipe that I think I'd enjoy, I usually get it. So like, this looks delicious, okay? And her pictures are so beautiful. Like, have you guys ever like picked up a cookbook and the pictures are like really ugly? Yeah, no. Look at that. So that is all the books I got myself for my birthday. I did buy myself quite a few of them. I am excited for my new cookbooks. I'm gonna cook some great food, and yes. So that is going to be all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked this video if you did like it, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure you check down below for my Scribed and my Book of the Month referral link, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something bad.